Kyle, right here.
What's up?
What's up, man? Since you got back to the UFC, it's been, I think it's been China, MSG, and now fighting at the White House. So I've been asking everyone this, just how's life been since this announcement? Did you even expect to be on it? And I guess does it actually feel bigger preparing for a fight?
Definitely didn't expect to be on the card. I said before I didn't really think I deserved to be on the card just based off of the caliber of fighters that are on it. But if you take a look at it and kind of take a step back and look from the outside, like my story and stuff like that, I think it all comes together that, me being on this card, kind of shining on this card, you couldn't have written it any better to have a story like this. Life really didn't change that much after the call or the announcement. Kind of life is just the same, and that's how I have to imagine. I can't imagine this thing is too big than anything. It's nothing different, There's a man across the cage trying to go after me. It's the same size cage as we fight in. It's 3 5-minute rounds, and it's with the same company, so it's no different than any other fight.
Well, you said after your MSG win, you came back and talked to us. You said, quote, the sky's the limit now after MSG. So does it, I guess, I know you didn't expect to be on this card, but what did you expect coming off of that big win in MSG?
I don't even know. It's very unpredictable with the UFC, as far as where you can get projected and whatnot after good wins and stuff. After 2 finishes in the UFC, obviously you would think that there would be a potential number next to your name, but I think a fight like this against Bo will kind of do that as well. A good performance against him, a good finish on him, would definitely put me with a number next to my name.
And how has been preparing for Bo Nickal specifically? Because after the Gerald fight, you told us you kind of focused a lot on striking and anti-wrestling. So how's preparation been for Bo?
Pretty much the same. Bo's a very talented guy. He's got a high caliber of wrestling that obviously you need to be weary of. He hasn't shown a ton of it in his fights, I feel. I feel like he wants to get up there and strike and showcase both of his skills and show that he's very well-rounded. I'm very welcoming to that as well. But yeah, I'm just prepared for the best Bo Nickal I can get on Sunday.
Do you think people overlook your striking, considering I do think you have a couple of kickboxing fights too? Do you not?
Yeah, they were just amateur though, just amateur fights. I mean, obviously, kickboxing is kind of not where I started. I started in jiu-jitsu, but I always loved kickboxing. I've always liked watching, K1 and Pride and stuff like that, and I've always been fascinated with striking. I've always had a very, very good understanding with striking, but for some reason when I get in the cage, my grappling always shined. I never really showcased my skills in my striking that much. I feel like these last 2 fights have showed. The last 3 that I've gotten finishes have really showed it, and I plan on going out there Sunday night and showing it too. And
then I guess looking back at your career, fighting on the Contender Series, having to go get the CFFC title, getting to the UFC, having to re-get the CFFC title after leaving the UFC, to now fighting at the White House, did something along that way just kind of click for you? And now that you're kind of performing better than we've seen you at least in the UFC?
Yeah, just being comfortable with my feet, really. I knew I had to make a change of becoming more well-rounded, and I had to showcase that as well. And I feel like the last CFFC fight that I had that I won by knockout, I feel like that really showed my improvements and my kind of maturity in the sport. I wasn't going to go out there and just go diving for legs or anything like that like I did prior to the UFC. But yeah, I just feel like me showcasing my skills is good, and it's just makes me more of a threat in the division.
I think after your last fight, your wife was in the stands pregnant. So I guess how soon after that fight did she give birth, and how's the little one doing now?
The baby stayed in until, I think, 39 weeks. So he stayed in the whole time. She had to get a C-section because it was breech. So her recovery and stuff has been a long time. But the baby's great. He came out. He was huge. I think he was almost 8 pounds. And yeah, he's a big boy. And my wife is 4'11", so that tiny woman holding a big baby like that, it's rough. But yeah, he's really good. He's probably about 20 pounds right now. He's a big, thick guy. So yeah.
Didn't you? You said his middle name was going to be Atlas?
Yeah, his middle name is Atlas. Yeah. First name is Cal.
Worked out then, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. He's bigger like.
Kyle over here. Right. Bo Nickal is a Penn State alumni. You represent Philly. Who's the Pennsylvania crowd going to be rooting for on Sunday night?
I mean, the wrestling community at Penn State is huge. They have a huge backing and very good support, which is good to see. I know all the diehards, the wrestling fans, are always on his side, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just going out there to perform. I feel like whoever wins, they're going to support no matter what. But I'm getting my hand raised Sunday night.
And you've obviously earned a spot on the White House card. You've worked your way back up. You have a very inspirational story, but I'm sure you've gotten way more eyes on you these last few weeks. Have you been able to capitalize on it from a business and sponsorship perspective, or how has life changed that in that regard?
I mean, life hasn't changed too much, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple of sponsorships here and now. I'm with Alp, Sip Elixirs. They're good. Yeah, my brother and I opened the gym up a year ago, almost like to the day, kind of. But yeah, we have a gym. We have a huge, base at the gym, a bunch of students now. I will not say we have an influx of students based off of my White House announcement or anything like that. I feel like it's just an influx of students just based off of our caliber and history of fighting. But yeah, the gym is booming right now. We have a big team. I've also been going down to Marquez MMA and getting a lot of work in with those guys. I'm very grateful for them, and they're very welcoming. And yeah, any good looks I can get in Philadelphia, we're all one team. We're all supporting each other, and it's good to see.
Awesome. Best of skill on Sunday.
Thank you.
Kyle over here on your right. Hi.
Yep.
Going to start with a couple of fun ones. Been asking all the fighters on the card, if you were president, would you want your birthday to be a national holiday, or would you want your face on one of the coins?
Face on one of the coins, I'd say.
Do you have a preference which one?
No.
From Philadelphia, do all of the fighters in town run up the Rocky steps, or is that just too cheesy and corny to replicate all the time?
Yeah, it's a little cheesy and corny. It's kind of a tourist thing. Obviously, you have to remember that Rocky's a movie, and it's not a true story. So I feel like Philadelphia gets it based off of that, and they think that it's a big thing. But you have to remember it's a story and it's fake. So
a couple more serious ones. Bo, it's out there. Obviously, he's visited the White House as national champ, played golf with the president, etc. Have you had to mentally hey, I know the VIP of the crowd is probably on both sides, but just hey, you got to tune it out like anything else. Have you had to kind of go through that mentally a bit?
No, not really. I mean, I know that obviously you figured he was going to be on the card. You really didn't know who he was going to get off the card. I feel like they're trying to test him against me to see how well he does, and it's my job to go out there Sunday and prove that they're kind of wrong about him. But yeah, all that outside stuff is noise to me. It's not really anything personal or anything or whatever. Sunday night when the cage door closes, it's just me and him in there. I mean, he has the support of them outside, but that doesn't really bother me at all.
Then, just final one with your brother in the UFC. Obviously, watch his career. Was there ever a time where it's hey, you see him main events, get the poster and everything? Obviously, you're working on it yourself, but siblings, it's hey, you see that, you're so close to it. Did you ever have to process any jealousy and just kind of put that aside?
No jealousy whatsoever amongst me and my brother. My brother is my best friend. He's my number one guy. He's my number one training partner. There's nothing better than seeing your brother win. And obviously, if he wins, I win as well. So it's always good. It's always good to support. We've always been there in each other's corners. I've always backed him no matter what, and he's always backing me no matter what fight it is or whatnot. Seeing him do main events and stuff like that, obviously, that's something that, as a fighter myself, you want to chase as well. It's just extra motivation seeing him do it and get that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I know my time's going to come, and then this is just a start on Sunday night.
Kyle, right here. You mentioned you're blocking out a lot of the outside noise around Bo, but do you feel if you win this fight, you're going to get the appropriate respect for what this does and for your career? Do you think a lot of it's going to be Bo wasn't this super fast track champion we thought he was going to be, and all this hype wasn't warranted? Do you think it's going to be focused on him, or are you going to get your appreciation?
No, I mean, I think I'll get my appreciation off the win. I mean, I'm a talented guy. I know I'm very talented. I have the capability to go out there and win. I have stackable proof behind me right now that shows I started out 9-0. I'm on a 6-fight winning streak right now. I think I'm very respected in the sport. Am I overlooked? I feel like because I'm fighting Bo and because Bo has a bunch of clout, yes, kind of. But again, I don't take it personally or anything like that. I'm just going out to perform on myself and make sure that I get the job done on Sunday night. And after that, potentially I have a number next to my name. Good.
Hey, Kyle, so we just spoke on the radio a few minutes ago. Thanks for doing that.
No problem.
One question I wanted to ask you, I know you have a huge respect for the history of the UFC. If this fight were to happen 10 years ago, who do you think would be on the card?
Wow. 10 years ago? I have no idea. Man. Who were the champs 10 years ago?
Well, you got Randy Couture, Matt Hughes,
yeah, obviously
George
the big
St. Pierre.
Yeah. GSP,
Anderson
Randy
Silva.
Couture, yeah, all those big guys. Obviously, they would have a stack card that would be probably UFC 100, I guess. Something like that, yeah.
All right, that's all.
Good. Thank you, guys.